6, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Hurts. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second down at 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Running right, this is Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Ryan on target to Pitts, 1st down Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
51. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. 20. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's going to try and go deep again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
39. Hey, check. Watch out. He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Second and 12. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A good pickup there at 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down at 7.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend
as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
54, right there, 54 miles. Hey, check 26, check 26.
On the handoff, Gainwell.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw here.
There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Right there. 54 miles. Defense wins championships, baby. Jim. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Come on. Mike's 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Gainwell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. 22. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here.
And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let it go again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Right there, 54. Right? Here we go, here we go. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Oh.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
It's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.